We often say here on the show, it's a funny old world, isn't it, that we live in? I mean, we're bombarded with news reports every single day that are always bringing negative news. And that's the whole point, as I said before, about this channel. I like to bring you the news as we find it, fair and balanced. Because, if you saw those terrible fires that have been engulfing over in Rhodes recently, it's a terrible situation. But now, once again, the truth finally comes out, and it looks like it could have been an arson attack at the time of recording this. But it's interesting, isn't it, with the climate activists, because as I've said to you before, we've all got to do our little bit, but there's also things that you kind of wonder and ponder about. One of the most negative things, about Prince William, the Prince of Wales, is the Earthshot charity. People just do not want to know over here. They simply stick to the back teeth of being told what to do by very affluent people. It's as simple as that. But now it appears that the climate scam, whatever you want to call it, could in fact be problematic, particularly in the retail sector. As ever, let me explain. Good morning, how are you? Nice to see you today. I don't know about you, but have you noticed this when you go shopping now? You don't get anything with anything. I mean, absolutely nothing. You go into the store, you're not allowed a bag. It doesn't matter whether you're buying a suit or you need a £100 cashmere jumper. You just twanged it across the thing. Then they say to you, do you want a receipt? And then, of course, you've got that sort of awful situation where you have a man at the corner of the door in a high-vis jacket looking as if, did you pay for that? Everything is a worse experience than it used to be. But now, according to a very good inside source within the retail world, it's now got absolutely worse. And here's the reason why. You see, shoplifting is on the rise. And it's quite simple when you think about it, because they've taken away security tags. They don't wrap things in cellophane anymore, all to protect the planet. You get the picture. That's all very well, but you see, you're almost as well encouraged to take your own shopping bag. So you put things directly into your own bag, and then you're supposed to go and check yourself out, scan everything, be 100% trustworthy, and walk out the door. Now, I saw this in action the other day in a Marks and Spencer's. They have this artisan bread. Don't know what that means, but anyway, the bread was out on some wood slab, totally uncovered, with flies flying around, and people were literally picking it up and putting it in their own bags. I saw two people walk out of it without paying. And what's interesting there, when I spoke to one of the store people, they said, oh yes, we know it goes on and we compensate for that. Yes, they do. They compensate by putting extra money on the prices. It's not about a cost of living thing. It's basically the climate pushing it back and saying, well, we'll get the money one way or another. Another thing, have you noticed as well now in a store, they can't wait to sell you a carrier bag. A couple of years back, we had to bring our own. We were saving the planet. Now they're more costly than ever. But the final word they say to you, if you do go to a checkout or indeed scan your selfies, would you like a bag? Cheapest, 35 pence. A lot of money. Where does that money go? Oh no, not to the climate plan like they're promising. It goes directly back into the profits. So if you're wondering exactly the correlation between what's happening in the world of retail, a cost of living crisis, and more importantly, exactly how it affects your wallet when you go shopping, there you have it. All thanks to a reduction in everything from receipts to service at the tills to plastic coverings. It's all down to the fact the less they give you, the more it's going to cost you. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.